YouTube? It's NC, the place to be. Chilling with Mr. A&D, bringing you guys a review that we haven't done in months. The midweek wrestling war, an actual war that went on between NXT and AEW right here on Tuesday. Joining me for this one, I know y'all used to prime time, but joining me on this one is the man, the myth, the reality, the revolutionary freshman Fluff.
Yeah, we back, man.
Yeah, I haven't done one of these before. I used to just review NXT and AEW in the week, and I haven't done one in like 6 months. And I did the last one I did was when they did Blood and Guts. And I haven't done one since then. Even before then, it's been months. And I've been trying to figure out how to do it. But now I was like, this is a perfect opportunity to come back and do this review because Tony Khan versus Shawn Michaels, NXT versus AEW. I haven't felt like this since the 90s when I would turn back from Raw and Nitro. Or sometimes when there'd be a special night, it'd be like Thunder and Smackdown, but it was always mostly Nitro.
Thunder?
Yeah, I know. It was, but it always used to be it always used to be Raw and Nitro. However, back then...
Who was Velocity?
Velocity was on Saturdays.
Yeah, that wasn't no specific brand.
I mean, Velocity was WWE, and WCW had WCW Saturday Night. But those shows, I mean, like as a wrestler fan, I watched them, but it wasn't like really like going head to head, nothing like that. Because Velocity would sometimes come on a Saturday night, or like when because they kind of replay Shotgun Saturday Night, or even in the afternoon where WCW Saturday Night came on like at 6:05, and it was only on for like an hour. So it was just basically like the low tier talent go on there and wrestle, basically.
Yeah, I always noticed that. I'm like, yo, we're like Rey Mysterio and all them that. Like, ain't nobody hearing Velocity?
Yeah.
Got the Hurricane, that's it.
Yeah, like you had like Jamie Noble versus Billy Kidman, or the Hurricane, or something like that, or Funaki and somebody like that. So that's how you had it. But on here, I was like, okay, I was excited. But back then, I wasn't a content creator. Today I am. Bruh, the notes. I was like, I'm trying to keep up here. So, but it wasn't as detailed as I would like it to be. So I'm like, we're going to go over the gist of things. Because there was a load of show on NXT and there was a load of show on Dynamite. And I'm going to have to say this. If you in for more of the sports entertainment, the storylines, the more of the just the entertainment aspect of it, NXT was your show tonight. If you are for the in-ring action and good wrestling bell to bell, AEW was your show tonight. AEW, now they both had similar stuff, but AEW was more so for the pure wrestling aspect of it. They had some good matches on Dynamite tonight. But also on NXT side, it was all about story, getting the pops, and all that other stuff like that. So it was a crazy thing. So what we gonna do?
It was all. This was, it's crazy. I just seen a tweet saying, the best time for cartoons was when they did crossover episodes.
Yeah,
this is what NXT was, man. This was the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, man.
That boy,
my God, yo.
They was just adding people on. I was just like, so it was Stone Cold coming out in the main event, or what's happening? And I was like, and this is NXT we talk about here. This ain't like we load up a Raw. No, this is NXT. So we're gonna start off with NXT, and NXT start off with, of course, with the American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes comes to the ring first. Now, remember I said earlier when we did our podcast, I was just like, if Swerve and Danielson start off
first,
that's what I'm going to, and that's what I did start off with. But then they said, because I figured what the Cody announcement was going to be. Now, when I was on there, Cody does come out, and Cody talks about how. Let
me just say too, though, is this the normal Performance Center crowd?
This is, they're just hyped because they get to see main roster stars on NXT.
All right, because I was about to say this was better than what I've been seeing with the NXT crowd.
Yeah,
because I usually don't like the NXT crowd, but I'm like, damn, these foolies is going crazy tonight.
Yeah, well, the NXT crowd is usually really good because they be like into the hype of the wrestling thing and the NXT champ. But when you get to see stars,
yeah, but you know what it is though, like they seem a little like Like, you can tell, like, this is not a main roster crowd because, like, they don't have the main roster, like, etiquette. Because why are y'all booing, like, they for some, like, what is with the NXT crowd and Roxanne Perez? What did she do? Like,
I don't know what I mean, but when she's going up against Asuka, who was the greatest NXT Women's Champion there was.
No, dude, but no. It's not just Asuka though. She just gets booed for no reason. Like, what did she do?
That I'm not sure. I'm real.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she got booed. She got booed last week. She got booed the week before. Like, what did this girl do?
Yeah. So Cody had 3 announcements. Now you do have to help me. I'll make sure I get these announcements right because I was watching Swerve and Danielson. So Cody comes out and he announced that, number 1, there's going to be a men's breakout tournament.
Yep.
Correct. Okay. Number 2, we're bringing back the Dusty Classic.
Yep.
Yeah. Is it a men and women or just the men?
I believe they didn't say.
Oh, they didn't say?
I'm gonna assume it's just men though, but they didn't say.
Okay. And third was he is going to be GM of NXT for one night.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, he announced those major things. I figured there was going to be a men's breakout tournament because there's always a men's breakout tournament, but right now we're in the women's breakout tournament.
My thing is, like, who they got that need to break out?
Well, I'm pretty sure like it's going to be something that, you know, for some guys to get things on the spotlight. That they got some guys in Chase U that can use the spotlight right now.
Yeah, because I'm about to say I've seen whenever they sign somebody, it's a woman. So I don't know, but let's keep going.
No, yeah. So with all that being said, I was like, he's going to be the like commissioner or the special GM for NXT, and I was like, okay, but to do what? You know what I'm saying? So in other words, Cody's booking this whole show. Like this is supposed to be what Cody's doing. Like I understand it. When Ilya Dragunov comes out, and he's the new NXT champion, he's all excited about all that stuff. But then Dom and Rhea Ripley come out because for the past couple of weeks we just couldn't have NXT without Judgment Day, right? Which begs the things that Dragunov challenges Dom later on to a match for the NXT championship. He's the new NXT champion, and we're gonna have a special guest referee with that match, and it just happens to be LA Knight. Yeah. And I was just like, oh wow,
that's what I'm saying. Like, they are cheating, bruh.
Just loading it up, bruh. It was crazy. So that's how NXT kicked off with Cody Rhodes. Then we go into our first match, which is Roxanne Perez taking on Asuka. Now, of course, like I said, I don't know necessarily what's going on because I haven't really watched NXT.
Asuka won with like a black mass. She won with a spin kick, knocked her the hell out.
Now once again, Roxanne Perez is really good, but Asuka.
It was a cool match. They didn't get a lot of time, but it was a cool match.
Yeah. They so that's like I said, that's pretty much what happened. Then we go into backstage.
Oh yeah. No. You're right. We go backstage.
Cody Rhodes comes into, you know, the family, you know, Tony Baloney, as Prime Time used to call him more, Tony D'Angelo and Stacks, and he announces the Bada Bing Bada Boom Battle Royal, which will crown a team a shot at the NXT Championship, Tag Team Championships. I believe it's at Halloween Havoc. Yeah,
it's going to be next. Winner gets a title shot.
Yeah, at Halloween Havoc. So. Of course, they highlight the teams. And just like we said earlier, they do got teams.
They got enough teams for the Dusty Classic.
Teams pulling for Will and Carlton, even though it ain't gonna work.
That's the team I was thinking of. I can't think of their names. I forgot we were calling them Will and Carlton.
Yeah, that's what I would call them. I don't know whether they got a team name or not. Then we get a 6-man tag: the Brawling Brutes and Tyler Bate taking on Gallus in a pub rules matchup. So it's supposed to be like them fighting at a bar and everything, because, you know, Booker T had the plotted beer on the side and things like that. Brutal match. I actually enjoyed it, and
this match started. It's the first half of this match was kind of stupid, but then they kicked that second half, like they kicked it up and went crazy to me.
Now,
because I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
I missed the first half.
Go ahead. So it was like when he took the pool cue and poked him in the eye. I'm like, why? Like he was shooting pool. I'm like, why don't you just hit him with it? Like, why are you? And then like homeboy got in the trash can and Tyler Bate hit a bowling ball on the trash can, and I'm like, just hit him with it. Like, why are we doing all this extra? Why are we trying to be funny here? Just hit him with it. Like, but then that second half, like when he cracked him upside the head with Booker T's pint of beer, I like that. Because and then they put him through the table and all.
He grabbed the beer. He's about to pour it on Pete Dunne, but then Tyler Bate grabbed it and hit him on the side of the face. Where Pete Dunne hits him with the with the fingers, and they gave him like this kind of like triple power bomb. Yeah, through the table, and then Tyler Bate and the Brawling Brutes win the match. I thought it was a fun, nice hardcore.
It was a fun match. I'm thinking it was just silly in the beginning, and I'm like, yo, we gotta come on now, like stop this.
Yeah, I feel you. John Cena.
They put the dart through his hand and all that. I'm like, come on, y'all.
Yeah. John Cena comes out to pay respects to NXT. They was hyped for Cena tonight.
I ain't never hear the crowd rap this song.
Cena tonight.
He was like, Stu should be here. I'm like, man, Stu can't work everywhere.
And you know what I'm saying? Stu, like, come on, Tuesday 2, bro. Tuesday 2. Yeah, I feel that. But with John Cena, he pays his respects to NXT and the NXT universe and how great NXT is and how WWE is about SmackDown, Raw, and NXT. Well, then Braun Breaker comes out. And Braun Breaker got the heat on him because he was just getting booed.
Got that dog in him.
Getting booed through his promo. And then he tries to headbutts John Cena, tries to go for a spear, but Cena catches him in the AA, but he gets out of it. And it's just like, all right, no, we ain't doing that just yet, bruh.
Cena, you gotta stop. Like, I get it. Like, you an OG. You try to respect the game, respect the young bulls. Mm-hmm. Stop trying to shake everybody's hand. You know better. You, of all people, know better. You don't work with people like Randy Orton, Edge, Chris Jericho. You know better than to shake somebody's hand.
Exactly. You
funny little Easter egg though. He talking about some where Braun Breaker was like, these people aren't here to see you, and Cena's like, they can't.
They like you said, Paul Heyman speaks to Ava Raine. I did not see that little social media thing they had back there, but I'm like,
okay. little bloodline tease. She is Samoan. I mean, little bloodline tease.
Little blood.
She's fine as hell, bro. I don't know what y'all talk about. She like the Rock with a wig on.
Well,
y'all blind. Y'all blind as hell.
Is that what y'all saying about her?
That when she first came in, like everybody not used to her. I'm like, y'all blind as hell. She fine, bro.
Look, first of all,
y'all.
I ain't make fun of how she looked. I made fun of when she was.
Oh no, not y'all, not you. I'm just saying, like, peep the internet. Now everybody on her because they see the vision. At first they was not on her like that. Yeah, they was not on her like that. I day one, Ava, if you listening, baby, day one. I've always said you was fine as hell. You your daddy daughter, but you your mama child, all right?
Yeah, and look, I did say in one of my shorts, I was like, when she had all this, like, this leather outfit on, I said she had that Missy Elliott, I can't stay in the rain video.
I can't stay in the rain fit. Yeah. That's funny. That's funny. But, like, she ain't ugly. People try and play front like she ugly. She ain't ugly. Not by a long shot.
Cena's backstage.
But I digress.
Yes, Cena's backstage just talks to Mello and Trick of them being on the same page. Like I said, hey, I know Trick just lost a championship that sucked, but it's showing that him and Mello, even though they lost, they're on the same page. They'll be coming up soon.
They about to that match about to happen.
Yeah,
they are teasing that match.
Jay Gargia arrives looking fine.
Fine as hell, bro.
Oh, just come
not
out
doing
there.
it.
So Triple H had his fun at Fastlane. Shawn Michaels said, "Hey, let me talk to you." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I said, it wasn't much of anything, but that's what it was, though. So Jay comes there around. We have the NXT Championship match. Ilya Dragunov taking.
Oh, we did miss a little part.
Which part?
After we way behind. We way ahead too. But after Asuka's match, some of the girls went back there to say hi and all that.
Yeah,
And then Tiffany
so,
Stratton, fine ass Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like we might get Tiff versus Asuka. I'm here for it.
Yeah, and little sexy black girl that was hanging out with Dana Brooke, was it Kayla Jane? Kia Jane?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Well, yeah. Oh, also too, we also skipped too during Asuka and Roxy. Shotzi made an appearance. She was on commentary. She said her and Scarlett is hosting Halloween Havoc. I'm here for that.
I'm about to say, you already
both
know that she will come back for Halloween Havoc. You know, she will come
and then
back.
After the match, Kiana James tried to sneak Roxy, but Shotzi made the save, beat her down real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's little tidbits we skipped. You know what I mean?
No. It's all. I'm glad you brought those up because there's other little tidbits that happened also. We had that NXT Women's Breakout Tournament of, what was it?
Oh,
Diana
yeah.
Palmer,
Lola Vice.
It's taking
Lola Vice and Danny Palmer.
Yo, this is the first I've seen it work. Some athletic woman here. I'm liking Lola Vice.
Yeah.
I'm liking Lola Vice.
I'm a Latina. Yes, you is.
Yeah, who are you telling? Who are you telling? Man, this was supposed to be Hispanic.
I see you there too, Electra. I see you too, Electra.
I'm about to say, look, Hispanic Heritage Month. And, I'm going to just knock out these backstage segments so that I can just jump into the matches because, we had Braun Breaker in the back with Paul Heyman asked about he's a Paul Heyman guy, and he calls Roman Reigns like a little Easter egg, maybe, but I doubt it. But still, it was just to really get people going. Chase University, he's taking a class.
Oh God,
Thea Hall. Yeah. First of all, I think Thea Hall looks good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she fine as hell too. Yeah, JC Jane. Let me tell you, when she went, it's something about when the women go heel. They get finer because she wasn't really cute. Like she was cute, but she fine to me now. I'm like, okay,
yeah.
Like when she, as soon as she turned on Gigi, I'm like, oh nah, I see the vision.
I see.
I see
it. Well, they was in the class talking about Halloween Havoc, and they was all on their phones, and Andre just goes off on one of the students. I forgot what his name is. Throws his phone through the wall. But Jason was like, "You don't want to hear the news that you and Duke Hudson's about to be in this tag team." A battle royal to get a shot at the NXT Championship. So that's what that backstage segment was about. And then this one, I just gotta mention this. So for weeks we've been getting this guy watching TV about different stuff in WWE, and obviously it's Brian Pillman Jr., who was in AEW, now is coming over to looks like NXT, right? And then we finally get the promo from him and he's talking about Brian Pillman, how he's not going to take Brian Pillman's name anymore. He's going to do his own thing. But then they did this and they put the camera on him. I was like, yo, what is this lineup this guy got?
I don't know what this. You got this 10 o'clock shadow with no mustache for real. It don't connect for real because it's like 10 o'clock on the beer. On the quote-unquote beer, honestly, it's a chin strap. It's like a 10 o'clock chin strap. Then you got this 3 o'clock rest of the goatee thing going on, bro. Like, I can't make out what. And then you got the crispy lineup. It's crispy, but the long hair don't work with it, bro. You look dumb.
It just looks so fucking. It's like Hollywood Hogan gone wrong, and I'm just It got the dark beard.
It looked like Bengay.
Yeah, and Lady Sketch was just like, so did he go to like Mello's barber or something? And I was like, what is
Lady
this
Sketch?
face?
How dare you?
He said,
Lady Sketch, how dare you? Ain't no black barber doing that.
He said, how dare
Brother
you?
with the Supercut. Ain't no black barber. He got a black barber from Supercuts.
She said, how dare you? No. True words have never been spoken. Okay, I had to agree with you now. True words have never been spoken. Yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm not feeling the look, to be honest with you. I know you're trying to be different, but there's something called too different. Then, okay, so now we go into the match. The Ilya Dragunov taking on Dominic Mysterio. I thought they had a good match also as well. And LA Knight referee was in there, with the butters and the jeans and everything. He was over. Everybody was feeling him for that. Towards the end, Finn Balor tries to come out. and LA Knight takes him out. But then JD McDonough comes in from the back to try to take on Ilya Dragunov, but then LA Knight hits him with the blunt force trauma and tosses him out, which gives Ilya Dragunov a chance to go hit his little running headbutt to beat Dominic Mysterio. Oh, I did like when Rhea was on there trying to hit him with the belt, and he dodged, and then Trick Williams just like pulled her off into his arms, just like, hey. And then
Trick is like, first time?
Yeah, so, and she like just jumps off, and then Ilya Dragunov wins the matchup. After the match, though,
Now hold on, because we just had this conversation. It's definitely the wrestlers who are selling it wrong, because JD sold that joint, that blunt force trauma. He sold it good.
Yeah, he did.
To me, if you're, no. I'm just saying, to me, it's still, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. The ones who could take it the best can make the move look good. The ones who can't make the move look bad. That's just how that goes. After the match, Baron Corbin wants to come out to the ring because now he wants a shot at Dragunov, but then Dijak comes and just boots Dragunov in the face because he wants a shot at the championship. So Cody says, well, this is how we're going to do it. Triple threat match next week, and the winner's going to have a shot at Halloween Havoc. Which is going to be Corbin versus Dijak versus the winner of Mello and Breaker in the main event. And that's how it's going to be. So then we get to the main event, and it's Carmelo Hayes with Cena in his corner, and Braun Breaker with Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman was over in NXT too. It's like, because it's a small compacted area, so everybody's gonna be cheering for these guys and everything like that. And like I said, I've seen it before, but then,
I like respect to Cena, because the crowd was about to rap his song again, and he cut it right off. Like, nope, it's Mellow time.
It's Mellow time, yeah, because he is him. So, you know what? Respect for the scene, because first of all, Mello and Breaker got a lot of respect tonight, and in the matchup, Cena. Now, I was like, Cena, what's going on here? Cena, when the referee ain't looking, Cena like hits Breaker because Breaker's trying to hit Mello with the steps, and he picks up the steps and is about to hit Breaker with. I'm about to say, what the fuck going on, Cena? Like that's just straight up cheating, Cena. But then Solo Sikoa comes out and he hits Solo Sikoa, and then they battle into the back. And now Mello gives I forgot what he calls it, but it's the cold breaker to Braun Breaker on the outside. Then he gives him his leg drop and wins the matchup. Right after the match, Breaker's mad and he spears Mello, takes him down. And he gets on the microphone and he says, "I'm the baddest guy in NXT." And then that gong go off. I was like, because I was wondering when was it going to use the Undertaker, but then Undertaker, American Badass, comes into the ring. Breaker still talking stuff, and he said, "You know what? You're going to be a special superstar one day, but today ain't that day." And then he gives Braun Breaker a choke slam. Did he give him something else? Because I was going back to the age match also.
Nah, he rocked him in the face.
Yeah,
and then he hit him with a choke slam.
Which Breaker got some air for that choke slam. I'm telling you, he made that.
Oh yeah.
Made choke slam look real good. And then he said, no matter where you're at, there's always going to be a bigger and a badder dog somewhere. And older. He had to make sure you put older in there. Dog somewhere. So after he does that. Then he picks up Carmelo Hayes and he endorsed Carmelo Hayes. I'm just like, it shows you how they feel about Mello and Breaker by putting them in that position.
Yep.
Win the main event with The Undertaker. Come on now. And
I'm saying, like, WWE petty, bro, because they got and they went over time. They went over. They got y'all going by 10.
Yeah, they got the run over. They made sure they had the run over, so they went off at around 10:10. Well, with Dynamite, damn, they went off at 10:15. So they got a little bit extra. They got a little bit extra, which now we're about to switch over to AEW Dynamite. So it is now Tuesday, and we know what that means. It means it's time for Dynamite here. That's how I used to do it on the thing. If you're a little confused, but now on the Dynamite side of things, I felt as though I was like, okay, they're bringing it when it comes to the wrestling portion of the whole show. Christian Cage was in the back. I just missed his promo because here's the thing: NXT came on first, and then because when I turned TBS, they started a commercial before Dynamite came on, so I missed the opening Christian thing. When I turned back, Christian was just standing in the control room, and then the Dynamite thing came on. I was like, "Fuck!" So it's like you can't balance it, but that's what the fun of it is. But they kicked off with Swerve taking on Bryan Danielson in the opening matchup, and I was like, well, I want to see this. And they had a decent match. I guarantee you they could do a lot better. They could do a lot better with the
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
I was trying to dude, I've been talking this whole time and you were talking over me, and I'm like, yo, can he not hear me?
Oh no!
I'm like, what is happening right now? No, because I was trying to throw in some tidbits real quick.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
For NXT real quick. Yeah, no, just a quick joke. Somebody was like, yo, Undertaker's bike is way too big for this arena.
the real talk. All
right, we in NXT. I mean, we're in AEW.
We're in AEW now.
All right, cool. I'm about to mute up real quick though.
No, that's all good. So
go ahead. I'm here though. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. So like I said, there's a better match within them anyway. So Prince Nana gives his crown to Swerve to try to hit Bryan Danielson, but as he's in the corner about to hit him, Adam Page comes back out and takes the crown from Swerve, and Danielson is about to go for his right knee, but Swerve gets out the way. They do a little bit of a roll up, but then he ends up hitting the psycho knee and wins the matchup. I thought it was a good opener. I know them two got more of a match in them. And at first I wanted Swerve to win, but I understand that the Adam Page rivalry between him and Swerve is not over just yet. They're probably going to have about 3 matches that's going to happen. So I knew that wasn't, it wasn't going to be the end of everything like that. Then we go on to the second matchup is where we have Powerhouse Hobbs, who have now joined the Don Callis family, taking on Chris Jericho. So he got like a new look now. He just got like the wrestling trunks, so he don't have like the whole singlet anymore and things like that. He just has like wrestling trunks on, knee pads and boots, and then and then his hands wrapped up. He had like the shoulder tape on, but this was a glorified squash match. Jericho took time. Now I'm not gonna say glorified because Jericho got offense in, and Jericho tried. He did lock in the walls of Jericho to Powerhouse Hobbs, but Hobbs just hit like this strong power slam because he usually uses the spine buster, and he hits that, and he just wins the matchup. And I was like,
oh, I heard he hit a world's strongest slam.
Yeah, that's what it was. And I was like, damn, Hobbs just won the match. Like Jericho, was really putting this guy over. Cause I was sitting there thinking, Hobbs needs something to happen right now, because it ain't nothing really been happening with him like that. So him to pick up this big win over a Hall of Famer, soon to be Hall of Famer, and champion like Chris Jericho. Yeah, absolutely. So, and I was like, damn,
that's good too, because I heard a lot of people were pissed that Danielson didn't put Swerve over.
Now, so
a lot of people were pissed. I got a little wrestling group chat with some of the homies at CHH, and they were pissed, bro.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said before, I wanted Swerve to win, and I think he should have won. Also, especially with the momentum of him beating Adam Page at Wrestle Dream. But also the Adam Page story is not over, because Adam Page did screw him over in that matchup, and Bryan Danielson won. And I'm like, in order for them to keep the story going.
Oh, okay.
In order for them to keep the story going, because I think Swerve is going to win the rivalry when it comes to Adam Page, which can really boost him up.
Right.
But the rivalry's still going on. I didn't think we got 2 more matches out of them, so I can understand. I'm screwing over him losing to Bryan Danielson. That's why I'm not too angry. Well, I like to see him win, sure, but I'm not too angry about it. Moxley is not able to compete for his match against Rey Fenix in the International Championship. So, who do we have? Former International Champion himself, Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy comes in, and he takes on Rey Fenix for his championship. And I thought they had a pretty decent matchup as well. What the surprising thing was, Orange Cassidy hits the, I don't know what he calls his pin. It wasn't the mousetrap pin or whatever he called like that. But him and Phoenix have a pretty decent matchup. But he hits this pin on Phoenix, and he wins back his international championship. They had the confetti coming down and everything. And Hook came out there and gave him a
freshly squeezed.
Huh?
I said freshly squeezed. Got his title back.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. So Phoenix don't have it no more. So he's back as in the international champion, 2-time international champion. I was like, okay, go ahead for that. Here's the thing. So they had this Timeless Tony Storm thing where she was going to reveal her short film, Lover's Lament, right? And I was like, okay, I'm excited to see this because I'm really into the Marilyn Monroe Tony Storm character. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but I am really into it. So here's the thing: when they did like Act 1, they was going to like show the thing. They had it in a split screen with the commercial, like a picture in picture. And at first I was mad. Y'all see me in the chat. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with Tony Storm? Like, can I see this thing? When I went back and watched it after the show was over, it's a silent film. Kind of like them old school 1910s, 1920 silent films. That's what
them Charlie Chaplin's.
Yeah, that's what it's kind of like. And I was like, okay, it makes sense to put it here to play during this commercial because it's supposed to be a silent film. Because at first I was like, why would y'all do this and I can't hear what's going on? But it's a silent film. So that's what that was. But I thought it was really good. I'm really enjoying this Tony Storm character. There's 2 acts that they had. Wardlow comes out and he takes on Matt Sydal, and I'm telling you, he is back into Wardlow form.
Yeah, this the Wardlow I've been missing. Yeah, what's his finisher? He's still doing the powerbomb thing.
Yeah, he's still doing the powerbomb thing, and then he does it.
I didn't know a lot of people hated that.
Well, if people hate it, I can probably understand it because it's just a simple powerbomb over and over and over again. You know?
Yeah, but
like he's hold because remember, see, Brock used to do the triple powerbomb and hold on to you. Like he would powerbomb the shit out you, bring you back up, hit you again, and bring you back up and hit you again to the point where Wardlow's just getting one powerbomb and he rolls you back up and get you. And sometimes, I'm not saying all the time. Sometimes the powerbomb's gonna be looking effectful at all. So, but this Wardlow just sat there clean. It was almost like Goldberg. He came in there, beat Double Max out, won and left. That's what it was like when it came to that matchup, and I was like, okay, we are trying.
See, I like that. I like that for your powerhouses, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, they should just be wiping the mat real quick and move on.
I agree, absolutely agree. In the meantime, we had Jay White taking on Adam Page, which I knew, from the wrestler standpoint, that was going to be a pretty good matchup as well. Apparently, Jay White has stole MJF's championship belt because they're about to have a matchup at Full Gear. I was like, damn, I got to catch up on that because I really was not catching up on that at all. But yeah, like I said, if you guys are into like the wrestling aspect of it, this is your show for that because they had it. And
yeah, this whole stealing somebody's title belt gimmick thing is getting old. Because then they just do this. They did this with Jade, right? When she was champion, they took her title.
I'm still trying to think. When she was TBS champion, who could have took the championship? I'm not even gonna sit here and say I'm aware.
You don't remember who was it? Who's the God? I'm trying to be politically correct. Isn't one of the women like trans?
Oh, Nyla Rose, you're talking about?
Yeah, she was the one who she stole Jade's title and just kept running around with it.
I think she did do something like that. So yeah, but no, I understand that because it's been kind of redundant. The matchup I thought between Page and White was really good. Towards the end, Adam Page is about to go for a buckshot lariat, and as he's going for the buckshot lariat, he comes in and he get Jay White kind of reverses it, and they go back and forth trying to reversals until he finally hits his other kind of finisher. I forgot what he calls that move. As he's doing that, Bullet Club Gold try to get into the ring and screw over Adam Page, but that doesn't happen. Referee gets them out. But Prince Nana, that's Swerve's guy, comes out and distracts Adam Page while Jay White hits him with the roll up. So that right there, and that's why I'm saying it's not over between Swerve and Paige. And since Paige screwed Swerve in the beginning against Bryan Danielson, then he screwed over Adam Page against Jay White. So that's why I'm not mad at it, because they're probably going to clash again in Full Gear and have even another crazy match.
Yeah. See, this why I need to start watching stuff for myself, because everybody was like, "I'm glad Jericho put him over." Unlike Bryan Danielson, I didn't know it was a screw over.
Yeah, that thing having to be a screw over. So at the end, MJF comes back out to approach Jay White about giving him his championship back and say, "You haven't earned it, and you can earn the championship, but right now that's not going to be this day." And Jay White, like, you could have just came back down and tried to get the championship and so that, but you didn't. Juice Robinson takes over the microphone and he talks to MJF and so how he wants to enter the Battle Royal next week for the Dynamite Diamond Ring, because MJF is like a 3-time winner of that Diamond Ring, and he wants it. Mm-hmm. And he said, "We're going to take more things of your stuff." And then he gets personal. He says, "You see this? It's a roll of quarters that has your name, Freeman, on it." And MJF gets pissed. He says, "I'm gonna go ahead and throw them at you." And then he said, "If you come near me, I will." He said, "I will end your fucking life or beat the shit out of you." So like that, he had to blank it out. For those, and I see a lot of people was kind of confused about that. For those who don't know, MJF in the promo, he had said multiple times that he was bullied and ridiculed for being Jewish. Mm-hmm. And some of the bullies in school that he went to, high school, would throw quarters at him and call him Jew boy. So that really is a trigger for him. So that's what Juice Robinson and Bullet Club Gold leaned into in this promo. Some may not agree with it or something like that, but that's what happened. So I was like, wow, it got kind of personal. But then it shows MJF. I don't know where the story is going, because it showed MJF in the back talking to like the Acclaim, saying that they'll help him out with Bullet Club Gold, and I was just like, really? I don't know where necessarily all this stuff is going, to be personally honest with you. But I was like, oh, okay, I gotta see it play out. First of all, personally, I have to watch more AEW, because I've been missing Dynamite Collision. I don't watch Rampage, but Dynamite Collision I've been missing. I need to get back on that and stuff like that.
Word.
Women's champion Hikaru Shida challenges Saraya for the AEW Women's title. This was a good match. I enjoyed it.
Wrestling gods heard my cry.
Boy, you did not like Saraya as that champion, did you?
I don't like her at all, man.
Oh, damn.
I don't know what it is, man. I don't like her anymore, man.
Oh wow. I don't still.
As a person, she's okay in my book. Like, yeah. But as a superstar, I don't know what it is. It's just like, this ain't it. Like,
that I'm not say so, but I'm a fan of Saraya. I like Saraya's work, but I also like Hikaru Shida's work. Which Hikaru Shida should have probably never lost a championship in the first place, but now she has a chance for that. There was some hard-hitting stuff in this match, especially Hikaru Shida gives her a stalling German suplex on the apron, which looks sick. Then she gave her a meteor off the apron to the floor. You just hear Sage's head. Not Sage's skill. They got my door down right. Hit Saraya's head. Hit the floor. And Hikaru Shida picks her up and throws her back into the ring. And she's about to go for her, like, she has like a little shine wizard, but then Saraya kicks out. And I'm telling you, Saraya hits her little, like, rampage. I had to call it her old move, rampage DDT on her. Shida kicks out. So then she goes for Shida's kendo stick, but she puts her little green paint spray in her pants a little bit. And when the referee grabs the kendo stick, she sprays Shida and gives her another one of them DDTs. I was like, well, it's over now. When Shida kicked out of that, I said, this championship is hers. You don't kick out of 2 finishing moves, especially a dirty one, and lose this matchup. Mm-hmm. And then She tries to go for a roll up pin, but then Saraya reverses it, and then she reverses it again.
It's funny because you're trying to say Saraya and Paige.
Yeah, I know. It's just coming into my daughter's name. I'm like, this is crazy. But she comes down on Paige. It kind of almost grabs the Tyson a little bit, but not really. And she wins the championship. Confetti comes out and everything. Saraya is shocked. Sheeta is now the AEW, a 3-time AEW Women's Champion. And I thought that was really good. Then we go into the main event time for AEW's Overrun, where Christian Cage comes out and he's Christian Cage comes out and he's talking about Edge. He gets a little personal and how they basically that he doesn't really want him here. He doesn't need to be here. I was the best in here, but you got all the glory basically. But I was the better wrestler. I was the better everything. But I'm gonna have my guy, Luchasaurus, take care of you tonight, and he gonna beat you so bad that you can tell all your daughters, your kids, that if Beth thinks I know you watching that your daddy's not coming home. So Beth, change the bed sheets because the new daddy's coming home. I was like, ooh, Christian is an asshole.
I like this unhinged.
Oh yeah,
Christian.
Look, this may be a hot button topic, but Christian having a better run, his second better run than Edge's was. I'm just saying.
Oh no, I'm with you. Where's Sister Soldier? She the one that don't like him, right?
Oh no, Lady Sketch is the one that don't like Christian. I like Christian.
Oh shit. Huh?
I like Christian.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying your wife, but the missus don't.
Yeah, the missus don't. Yeah, correct. She's always been Edge. I'm like, hey, I'm liking Christian right now, man. I'm liking his second run more than I like Edge's second run, and I think he can go a little bit better than Edge. But Edge comes running down to stare at Luchasaurus in the face, and then Christian like a quick distraction, and then Luchasaurus attacks him from behind, and he beats him out before the bell even rings. And then now, when Edge is like, I'm not gonna quit, the bell rings. In the first half of this matchup, Luchasaurus is dominating the fuck out of Edge, or Adam Copeland, whatever you want to call him. And I was like, damn, Edge, what the hell going on? What the hell going on? Let me check see what's going on in NXT real quick, and I'll come back. When I came back, they had Christian sitting at the top of the ramp watching this matchup. Edge is sitting there, and he's doing, he's fighting back towards Luchasaurus, and Luchasaurus gives him like a choke slam. I was like, oh, damn, this may be over. Edge kicks out. On the outside, there are these steel steps that's set up on their side. And Luchasaurus on the apron. I was just like, either Edge is going to spear him on these steps, or he's going to try to choke slam him on these steps. Well, Luchasaurus grabs him for a choke slam. Q, you don't understand how much I was praying that Edge did not take this spot. I'm about to say, Edge, don't get powerbombed on the side. I understand. It's just a simple one-night ratings war. Don't worry about it. Don't take this damn spot. He did. He knocked Luchasaurus down to the floor, and then he ran off the apron and ran across the steps and gave him a spear off the steps. I thought it looked kind of cool. So what happens is Christian is about to go and try to distract Edge and hit him with the TNT Championship, while the referee's distracted with Luchasaurus. Edge grabs Christian's TNT Championship, hits Luchasaurus in the back of the head with it, and then tosses it back to Christian. Some old Eddie Guerrero stuff. Mm-hmm. And then when Luchasaurus gets up after, because he falls down, and he's slowly getting up, but he sees that Christian had the championship, so he thinks that he hit him. So Christian jumps down, and then Edge hits Luchasaurus with a spear and wins the matchup. So Edge wins his debut. I thought Edge's debut was fine. I know Edge is just like, I got to be 20, 25 minutes to tell a story. I'm like, Edge, all your matches don't have to be that long. I'll be honest with you. At this age, all your matches don't have to be that long. So at the end of everything, a brawl ensues where we had like all the storylines coming out. We had Bryan Danielson and the Blackpool Combat Club coming out because we had Bullet Club Gold come out. We had the Mongol Embassy come out, and it was all just brawling at the end. And they gave Brian Danielson put Christian Cage into the LaBelle Law because next week they have the TNT Championship matchup. And once again, that's another reason why Danielson won, because he's not going to win that TNT Championship. So having Christian just be Swerve for that championship, which Swerve needs to get one day, they're giving the slow burn with Swerve. That's what it is. So
yeah, see, I didn't think they would pull the trigger on this so like immediately.
Yeah, but guys, that was in a nutshell your NXT versus AEW Tuesday night, and I'm gonna say that both shows get a thumbs up for me. Both shows were stacked. Both shows had at the beginning a 30-minute commercial free. I didn't see the buy-in pre-show match for a regular weekly show. They both had an overrun. But like I said, if you're in for sports entertainment, if you're in for the big stories or not even big story, more story and entertainment driven stuff and more of the things that make you pop, NXT was your show tonight. If you're more a hardcore wrestling fan, like I want to see the action, I want to see the good matches and stuff. They started the storytelling, but to see the moments and the championship changes and the matches, AEW was your show tonight. So if you're a wrestling fan, you won tonight. You won.
Yeah. Overall, wrestling fans, we won.
Yeah.
But like, if we want to be petty, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
and just
you can be petty, but I wouldn't recommend you do so.
NXT is the one trending on Twitter.
Yeah, at first Dynamite was, but I was like, because first of all, going into this, I was just like, they're not going to beat NXT. But I'm hoping that Dynamite at least got around 800,000, because I think NXT is going to hit at least 950,000 to 1 million. Where Dynamite, I'm hoping at least covers 800,000. That's what I'm hoping for. So
that's just me being petty. I mean, you're not beating Undertaker coming back. I'm sorry. Even though it was American, right. It was American Badass who not a lot of people care for. But it's Undertaker, man. Like,
yeah, I mean, like I said, I get it, but I also want to see how Edge did in AEW. So the numbers will come out this week, but right now, I know it's pretty good. So, guys, post your comments down below. In your opinion, which show did you enjoy, NXT or AEW Dynamite? I'm gonna put a poll up because I'm curious. I'm gonna see what y'all gonna say. In that poll, I'm curious of what y'all going to say for it. So make sure you guys enjoy that, and thank you guys, and thank you Q for doing this review. It felt fun, and I was really enjoying it. I don't know how many times they're going to do this, obviously, because we said we
well, I mean, baseball ain't over yet, so
exactly. So we stay tuned for that. So make sure you guys subscribe here, like, and share the video and all that great stuff. So once again, this is NC, the place to be chosen, and the man, the myth, the reality, the revolutionary freshman Flo.
Y'all be good. Not Deion Sanders, but primetime.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So now
he not gonna unmute. Okay.
I didn't even know he was here. So to be honest with you, but yeah. And guys, so the Nerd Coalition is out.